Anish, a very interesting opening discussion between yourself and Wesley. It seems like somebody surprised the other, but still not sure which one did the first surprise. What is your experience tell you?
Yeah, we've played a lot of games with Wesley in this around these positions. Of course, it's in both of our repertoires, also kind of positional kind of things. And he played the Benoni, which is quite remarkable and
quite surprising from Wesley, right?
Exactly. Of course, I have looked at it because it's, for example, Parham played it against Svidet, which suits Parham very well. He likes to play Benoni colors reversed, but I didn't quite think that Wesley would do that against me in the first round, because White is of course taking also serious risks, and even the computers there are like flirting with the advantage for Black in these lines. Of course, Black isn't better, but. Still, I didn't expect this choice from Wesley.
And generally, Wesley is a much more cautious player. He likes to have the plus,
exactly.
Especially with White.
Especially with White, when he can have the plus. And there are various options here where you can play with a lot less risk than here. So I didn't expect it from Wesley. But I respected that choice a lot, so I was happy to fight. What I was surprised by, though, is he was kind of started thinking here, because I think what I did is more or less mainline. I mean, I remember there are different ways of playing. Black is choosing between rook e8, bishop c5, a5, and h6, and there are a lot of subtleties. And I was trying to sort of recollect them again. And but okay, I chose some sort of order, and I was surprised he was thinking. And I think after rook e1, e5, here I'm very comfortable already. So I was thinking if there is something, it's probably with rook b5. And the line goes knight c5, yes, bishop a3, queen to c7, and I couldn't make it work for White. So maybe knight d2 is nice, because I cannot really take here because there's some business. But maybe I can play rook somewhere, and then I'm sort of able to maintain the stronghold here, because I can sort of... Actually, he said even drop the bishop back. I was thinking about b6, but maybe just dropping the bishop back is stronger. And then bishop d7, b6, I'm sort of alright, but I felt like this rook on b5 would... if I'm worse, then this is how I'm worse, let's say.
Yes.
But he didn't find a way after knight c5. Actually, I don't know what it is.
You guys actually discussed the game quite a lot, quite at length after the game.
Yeah, we had time to, afterwards.
He was here in the studio for like 20 minutes or so.
We're talking about the usual topics, our game, our matches with Hans, all of the usual. But rook e1, I was surprised. I felt like it looks kind of good for me. So I don't know what he prepared exactly. Very strange, also a risky choice and not so deeply prepared.
I don't know what surprised me.
Maybe people stop respecting me. That's maybe what's happening. I have to regain some of that respect, because this is just total disrespect. You go for some position worse for why you don't even prepare. Okay, next level. But yeah, knight d3. I think knight 3 also strange move. Yeah, probably I'm better here. Yeah, just maybe knight f6.
Bishop g4. It seems.
Yeah, I was not sure about this position. Of course. He does have potential to go f4, and my d pawn is weak. So I was not completely sure. Of course, currently it looks ugly. I have sort of a grip, but I was not sure if I am better here. And I missed some details after knight c5 that I saw knight b5. Yeah, to be honest, I thought I'm here from position of strength, but I missed rook c1, honestly. Like what I missed is that after takes, he takes rook c to d1. Because rook f1, and now,
b3,
yes, so I kind of missed that. And that was a bummer, because I was thinking, okay, this is probably drawish. I expected b4, take bc, and I'm slightly better, but not much. And I was happy with that, happier than with the knight f6 thing. And then when he played rook c1, I realized that, I'm still fine, but I'm not anymore on the good side of things. And I was not even accurate. This a4, I have various ways to try and make a draw, but I didn't see a very clean one. And a4 I thought was clean, because b, I want to go rook a4. And then it's, I calculated some line like this. And rook cd1, knight d3, it's just a draw. Should be some knight b4. And he went b4, which is very brave exchange sack, which I missed, because he's sort of sacking an exchange. And then I got quite concerned here.
Maybe bishop d5.
Yes, bishop d5. We were talking about it after the game. He said, I was thinking about rook e d8, but I think it doesn't work because rook c3, which is what I missed. And actually, though, we were afterwards, I was thinking about this, let's say maybe this is a fortress, I don't know. Maybe not. And
it's a very dangerous one.
Yeah, but it's crazy to do this. But rook b8 is what he thought. But I was worried. That was the one-sided game with Vincent. And he had the chance to sack an exchange like that. And I remember I thought during the game, okay, here's some exchange sec. And then after the game, I checked the engine said like he's completely winning there.
Yes.
So I knew that computers really like these exchange secs sometimes when there's the bishop supports the pawn. So I was very worried that when I missed this before thing, like I just sort of assumed it cannot work. And I also thought that in the worst case I can do this, but actually this worst case started to be very annoying. Like I thought, okay, endgame is not fun to play. I'm not very stable on the... Even if I had a pawn on like b5, it's okay, but I'm not stable on the b5 square.
The b-pawn can run it.
Yeah, so I have to watch the b-pawn, and of course I can try to switch with the d-file and hit the a-pawn maybe.
It's very dangerous.
Yeah, and I was not so much time, so I wasn't thrilled with that. Finally, I should have gone bishop d5, because this, now I can do this, and now I can even do this. And surprisingly for me, like initially I was thinking this is great for white, but then I realized actually it's very good for black. Because I'm, let's see, he comes with the king, but he can't come further. Whenever he goes b5, I collect the pawn. And my knight on b3 is sort of trapped, but it's actually chilling there.
Yes.
And if king
controls
c2,
the bishop
yes,
quite
yes, then I can reroute the horse very nicely. King comes to e6, I have full control over the position. So once I realized that this is good, then I could no longer fear these positions, and then I gained an important tempo. Because otherwise you think that I have to do something like this in some other order. But okay, this again is a little bit of suffering. But once I could go rook e8, then I gain a tempo, then yeah, this is already a comfortable draw.
You mentioned that match with Hans. Obviously, that was a new experience for you, playing in a hotel gala, playing hall, 2 rounds a day of classical chess. You probably haven't done that in a long time. How was that experience for you?
Yeah, it was a very unpleasant experience because I was thinking, you know, it was the offer is too good to be true, yeah, when it came to me. I thought, okay, some noob is sending me a challenge with a big prize fund.
You're
a lot
looking
of
to
games.
Farm some rating points.
I was going to farm not everything, the cash, the rating points, rapid blitz as well. And yeah, I thought this is great. Like, when do you get such an opportunity? Nobody knows. I mean, sometimes people invite me for matches, but it was never anything even close to this juicy. And okay, 2 games a day, yes, a little bit. But I thought, you know, he's also overestimating his youth because he had like a very tense schedule.
He was playing non-stop. Yes.
And he was traveling. And I was also not too kind. Like at some point he said, you know, I was traveling. Like, okay, I had some busy schedule. So I said, okay, no, we start the next day. So I was thinking, okay, well, it's going to work out very well. I also played some other players in the blitz matches before. It was doing very well in my training.
So you've done
games.
some preparation?
Yeah, definitely.
For the match?
Yeah,
okay.
I was doing very well in the training games. I was very confident. But already on day 1, I realized, okay, it's... Already before the start, I realized something is off because I signed up to play 2650 guy who hasn't done anything great in a long time. But then by the time we started playing, he has gained rating to up to 2710. He's also beat Wesley. And so first he beat Maxim in the SCC.
In the
SCC, yes. He beat Wesley after he beat me in the Blitz, which was already more of a relief than not, to be honest. But yeah, it was not at all what I signed up for. And by the end, yeah, I mean, I got hope at some point in the classical portion when I won the first game. But even there, at some point, he started to...
What surprised you the most about, let's say, his progress?
Yeah, just his level.
Was it the speed, the level?
Yeah,
what
just
was
the level, honestly. Like, somehow, and I think that I sort of understand some of my colleagues, like they have this strong assumption that somehow Hans is a noob. And that, like, he must be a noob. I had that as well, but then when he proves you wrong over the board, it's really hard to accept that. Because, you know, normally, like, someone who looks like a noob is a noob, but it's not always the case. And, okay, on the other hand, a lot of great players now, and, yeah, a lot of great players these days, so you never know.
I'm sure very few people will consider him a noob moving forward.
No, not a noob anymore, no.
Anish, thank you very much for joining us. We'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you.
Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Cristian, as always. Thank you, Anish. And the